Ha! All right. This seems to be working now. Let me check. I still see the progress bar, but usually when that's the case, I'm already live. Now close this window, come back over here to this one. I see myself here scratching my nose. Okay. It's always funny to see that delayed video. All right. Back online. All right, guys. Today it's myself. Alberto is going to join here soon as well. I see him coming. Let's admit. Great. Sorry for the small delay. Love it when technology works. Nothing better than that. Let's put in the chat here. All right. We're all... Whoop. Yes. Reply. We are online. Back online. Sounds better, doesn't it? We are back online. You can join now. Boom. Here we go. All right. Alberto. Hola, muchacho. My dearest numbers pro. How was that in Spanish again?
I don't know.
But I used Google Translate and then I forgot. Sorry about that.
No, muchacho sounds good in Spanish.
Yeah, that's perfect, isn't it? So how have you been? Let's have 1 minute of small talk and then let's dive into today's topic. I'll let you do the small talk while I get my topics sorted, since that connection issue thing threw me off my path a tiny little bit, but I'm back on track soon.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've been preparing a few things, running a few numbers. I will be talking in a few minutes, I guess, about some progress in CASFT. I don't know if that's something that we can discuss. If we can, I can give some updates as to what is happening over there, and just overall, been doing some managing of the usuals. What is happening with the tokens? What's happening with the investments? What's happening with the land, the miners? Who's mining? Who's not mining? What kinds of miners are we using? When can we maybe think about new miners? Well, the usual suspects. And I've also been doing some logistics because I'm traveling this weekend, so yeah, I have to prepare a few things. But that was the easy part. And in terms of numbers, what I said, I can maybe share those things later about CASFT, and otherwise I will leave it to you. Are you doing okay?
Perfectly. So yeah, I mean, depends on how long you can stay with us. From that perspective, let's do it that way. Let's share some updates first here, and then let's hear Alberto give us the latest updates regarding CashFT, which is of course very, very interesting. As you know, that's our exclusive NFT lifestyle card that you will be able to order once we launch it, and that you can use to top up with the Gymnet rewards that you earn from mining or from the farm or from the vault. You're just using any of our products, you can cash out directly, top up your card, and then go to the next best store and use your debit card to pay for your goods and services there. So what better than that, Alberto?
Well, I don't think there's anything better than that. I mean, the good thing is that with this system, what you can do is, well, you have your card, you all have credit cards, debit cards, but this one pays you, for having it, which I think it's an interesting development, and something that I guess people would like to see more of. And it's not easy to pull it off, but it looks like it's very close to being out. And I can later give some updates. But let's maybe begin with an overall review of things, and then I can spend a few minutes talking about what's happening there.
All right, let's do it that way. I just need to find the right screen here that I want to share. So, I mean, if you've been following along with what we're posting in our Telegram group, and the main channel, then you pretty much know what's going on. But it's always good to be, to get some reminders about the things that we've been sharing with you guys. And the first thing that I would like to bring up here is, let's find my Telegram client is right there, the Vault update. I'll bring it over here to this screen. It's a pleasure having multiple screens. You can put some stuff here, some stuff there, and this one is what you share online, and you still have an overview on the left side, and Zoom is over here. I like it that way. So one thing that you should be reminded about is that our Vault update is due very soon. On Monday, we're going to activate the new smart contracts, which also means that with this update, what's going to happen is, in the past, when you participated in the Vault, meaning you made a deposit there, you know that your deposit gets forwarded to Alpaca Finance, our partner, DeFi protocol that we work with here to generate an interest, be it from your BNB deposit or BUSD deposit that you can use there. But the interest that we earned from Alpaca was used for the buy and burn. Now we have many buy and burn mechanisms integrated, and since we reduced the Vault rewards, remember to increase the miner rewards, since now all the focus is shifted towards the metaverse. That's like the main, top product that we have here, and therefore it was necessary. Alberto, this may also be something, but we've shared this information in the past. We had to run the numbers, and since we didn't want to blow up the tokenomics anymore, it should stay at the same level. And therefore we had to see, okay, if we have that many rewards, to give out regarding to the minting calendar that would be distributed, and we have that many products. Now, the most part of it should go to the miners as the product that should give you the most rewards. Therefore, Farm and Vault had to be reduced. But to compensate for it, you will now receive the interest from Alpaca as well. So if you were to use Alpaca Finance's products directly, you can go to their website, you can deposit BNB, you can deposit BUSD, you will start earning an interest there as usual with any other DeFi platform like that. But if you do it via Gym Networks dashboard, you make your deposit, it's all the same. You get the same interest from Alpaca, but on top of that, you also get some Gymnet rewards from us as well, kind of like a thank you that you're using our service. And next to that, we have to run an update here. The smart contracts, everything is already in place. It could have been activated, I think 2 weeks ago already, but then the community asked like, hey, we need some more time to do this and to inform everyone. So yeah, we gave you more time, of course, since we like to listen to our community requests whenever possible. But now it's due on Monday. We're going to activate the new smart contracts. And if you are in the Vault, in order for you to receive the Alpaca Finance interest that's being generated there, and also the past interest that has been collected thus far, since we changed the logic here, in order for that to get distributed to all participants, you have to interact with the smart contracts to activate your wallet within them, right? We know this from past updates. It's always the same procedure, actually. I don't know if you know this show, Dinner for One. In Germany, we have this habit. Like when it's New Year's Eve, the family will sit down and watch that TV show, Dinner for One. And it's always the same procedure as every year. Very, very funny show, in case you don't know it. Anyways, same procedure here as well. Activate your wallet with the new smart contracts, and you should do so before Monday. There will be no disadvantage if you don't, other than that you're not going to receive the Alpaca generated interest from your Vault deposit until you interact with the new smart contracts and thus activate your wallet. Okay, long story short, that's what you need to do. It's as simple as coming here to your Gym Network dashboard. It's still in Japanese from the Japanese webinar. Let me come here to the dashboard. You go to the Vault section right there and you click on claim. That's it. Then you confirm the transaction in your wallet and you're good to go. You have interacted with the new smart contracts. And please do that before Monday. Otherwise, you can just do it any point later. However, you're going to miss out on the interest rate until you do this step. For anyone who hasn't been active in the Vault yet, by the time you make a deposit, it's automatically an interaction with the smart contracts. So there's nothing else that you would need to do here in that case. So that's update number one that we wanted to share with you. The next update is that we want to talk about, as you know, we're constantly partnering with new businesses, new business partners coming into the metaverse who join Gym Street, and also to use the metaverse to represent their brand here in the first financial district, in the metaverse. And a new brand that we have recently onboarded here is Workin, which is very exciting because, as you can see here, they're building animation, from our Gym Street Metaverse VR showcases. And it's highly recommended that you regularly drop by our YouTube channel and have a look, what new we have uploaded here. We share all the webinar recordings from all our weekly webinar sessions. I mean, even though they're Japanese, Korean, or Chinese, we speak in English, and then we have live interpretation during the webinar. So if you understand English, you can join any of these webinars and you're still good, You don't need to understand Korean or Japanese. You can just listen to the English part first. So right here, Workin, that's a Swiss-based company. It's an office space, where people can go. They can rent local offices there, or they can use their community areas. Like right here, let me come back here. Let's pause it. Where can we see that? Yeah, like here, for example, you can sit down here. That's the reception desk. I'm looking for the part where you can, yeah, right here. So that's a chill out area, where they can meet you. And around here, there are many offices that the people are renting there. And here's something that we're also paying lots of attention to details, right? So in this example, if you were to know that space in reality, you would recognize that the interior design is actually complete a one-by-one copy of their actual office, what it looks like in reality. The building from the outside in the metaverse, it's it's created, it's a fantasy, so to speak, a fantasy creation. However, the interior is designed off of real photographs that Workin has provided to our visual effects experts at ImmersiveX. As you know, we have sorry about that. As you know, we have a visual effects company, special professional visual effects company that's creating all the visuals for our virtual reality 3D environment here at our Gym Street Metaverse. And every business partner gets their own building. And that's what you can see here in this VR showcases. And this is the one that Workin, that's the name of the company, gets to represent their brand here as a office space provider. Now, what's also very interesting for them is the fact that thanks to Gym Street, thanks to their partnership with a metaverse, in the future, they will also be able, with our help, to offer their office space in the metaverse as well, to offer virtual, meeting rooms. So there are many things that will give advantages also to our partners who join the metaverse. Now, we just talked about here the visual effects, ImmersiveX, right? Our professional visual effects guys. And what I would like to do is come over here to IMDb, International Movie Database, and the ImmersiveX CEO's name, that's Jordan Markov. And if you look him up here at IMDb, there he is as the visual effects guy. You will find his profile here, and then you can see known for. This shows like all the titles, all the projects that he was involved in the past. And since he is already in that business for more than 20 years, you can see here under visual effects, that's his profession, that's what he does. He has participated in 114 projects. Let's call it projects. Those are movies actually where not he himself particularly, but him as the CEO or as the leading person here providing the visual effects, has provided them for these Hollywood movies. Not all of them are Hollywood movies, but many of them are. So for example, Expendables, we all know that, it's Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Kurt Russell, and all the big action actors that we love to see on screen, right? They're all together here in the Expendables. Very, very nice one. And he has provided the visual effects for that. Criminal, a movie where Also, as an actor, you will see Kevin Costner here. So he has worked with great actors, well-known actors. Or if we look up here, so there's Kevin Costner in The Hitman's Bodyguard. That's, I think, Samuel Jackson, Ryan Reynolds. Right here, Automator, that if I remember it right, that's Antonio Banderas. So many, many great names here. And I would like to show you now one example. So one of the previous companies before he founded ImmersiveX, which is now his own visual effects company, owned and run by Jordan Markov. He worked with this studio right here, Worldwide FX. But he was also the person involved. That's why you will find under his name these movies here. So we're now looking at London Has Fallen, and here it's also linked to Worldwide FX, right? And if you go to their YouTube channel, they have very nice what they call VFX breakdowns. So they put together, and they show us how these visual effects are actually being done, how they are created. And this is pretty impressive. So therefore, I would suggest that we just go ahead and watch it here together. Now, just let me pause here real quick. What I particularly like about this part right there, you can see in very much detail how this is being done, right? How they're putting together that bridge. These are all the 3D elements that they're using. And then later on, they're putting all the textures on it. And on our recent live event that we had over in Zurich in Switzerland, Jordan also explained to our community members who joined us there live in person. And like, for example, this scene for the bridge, they had to send their photographer team there first to take thousands and thousands of pictures of every square centimeter. He said they would photograph every, square centimeter of that bridge, even every, little slot that there might be a chewing gum, squeezed in, whatever. With all the dirt, everything that belongs to this bridge is being photographed. And then from these photographs, they put the textures on it. So they create these 3D models, right? And then they texture it. I mean, in theory, we all know how this works, but it's still something else to have someone from, that business talk to you, explain to you from his own experience how this is done. And that's also the same way how these guys, the visual effects pros, are creating the Gym Street metaverse, right? So let's continue watching this scene. All right. Now, I don't know you, but I'm always impressed every time I watch this one again. And that's just to give you an idea who is creating our metaverse. Those are actual, from the movie business, visual effects specialists, professionals who really, really know their craft. They're highly experienced and highly skilled in what they're doing. And those are the ones who are creating our metaverse. And just keep that in mind, whenever you put things into perspective, and you might want to compare Gym Street to other metaverses, for example. I think this is something that really serves as a big USP that we have at our advantage here at Gym Street. So this is the other thing I wanted to show you. And of course, when you watch these VR scenes, the showcase scenes, again, that's how it's done. Only in this case, the textures, they're not taken, from actual photographs from the outside. And that's, by the way, the thing why these visual effects, they look so real. You're watching a movie and it looks as if it's real. You're like, how did they blow up that bridge? Well, it's all done at the computer, but at the end of the day, they managed for it to look real. In our case, of course, it's animated. So it's, if you look at the trees, for example, they don't look real, but the textures are still photorealistic. And we do have, we aim to raise the bar very, very high when it comes to the visual appeal of our metaverse right here. All right, so that's that. We talked about the vault. We talked about these parts right here. Now let me come back to my list and see what else yes, right. One more thing. Again, to remind you, our YouTube channel, I think this is the place to be, right? So if you haven't yet, you should definitely ensure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, even though we share everything or most of the things in the Telegram channel and the groups. It's always good to also subscribe to our other channels and also follow us, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. You find us all over the place, and another thing that we have recently shared here is, let's go to the videos list right there, our affiliate plan tutorial, which is also pretty cool, that explains to you how the affiliate plan works. And as you can see, it's a neatly made explainer videos, and we're going to upload more of these to help you understand how that part of Gym Street works. So if you're also thinking about, building your own or creating your own affiliate business together with Gym Street, or do it as a side hustle, or just whenever you talk to someone and they might be interested in joining Gym Street too, you can simply share your affiliate link to earn 10% direct sales commission. It's as simple as that. And then, of course, since it's a very attractive, lucrative affiliate system that we have here to offer for those who want to do real business, okay, quote unquote, real business, doing this full time, it offers you enormous earnings potential, not only from the affiliate plan itself. If we were to come back here to the dashboard now, that part, it's integrated into our business partners, the DeFi platforms, Gym Network dashboard. So you can come here to the partner area, and that's where you find all the stuff regarding the affiliate system. And one of the things is the leadership incentives. Now, this is something for those people who are like super serious. They want to build a business, they want to reach high goals, and they want to earn big money. And all of that is clearly possible here, possible together with Gym Street. You might have seen the post that we've been sharing about, those people that reach the gold pin, the silver pin, the platinum pin, and they earn these cash bonuses and so on. Well, that's the leadership incentives based on how much, turnover they generate within their team structure. And also if they were able to help others, people within their team structure, team members of them, also reach higher goals, that's when they get awarded. So the leadership incentive, it's called leadership incentive exactly because that's what it is. It's about leadership. So it's not only about reaching turnover goals, it's also about helping other team members within your team structure become successful as well. And as you help, help them, lift them up, you lift up yourself too, because they will then push you up higher, help you reach, higher turnover goals and so on. So it goes hand in hand. You help someone else, and in return, you will reach these goals right here and get those leadership incentives that reach from cash bonuses. You can win a trip, but also nice company branded watch, or even a car, like, someone who brings in, now what's the turnover? Okay, you have to make 25 million in turnover to get the Ferrari. It sounds like a lot, but actually, if you're someone who is seriously, doing the affiliate marketing, you can reach this within a year or two, depending on how hard you're working, right? And how large your team structure is and your reach and so on. But anyways, there's a very, very lucrative affiliate system included here at Gym Street that anyone can make use of. no matter how big you want to build it or how small, everyone can earn with this if you want to. And then talking about everyone, let's be reminded that we also have the global line bonus. It's still active. If we scroll down here in the dashboard, still active for another 37 days, 20 hours, so almost 38 days. So let's say 1 month and 1 week, we can still earn commission from everyone else who joins after us, meaning that the moment you join Gym Street, you make a purchase, you buy a land parcel, you buy miners, or you buy a bundle, a super bundle, whatever, you can see right here, the minimum requirement is a purchase worth $100, which equals 1 land parcel, basically. I mean, it's right now at $116. That's still when the global line bonus was, initiated, we were still at $100. Meanwhile, we're at $116 per land parcel, but it could also, be 2 miners, and one costs 50. If you take 2, it's 100. You would also get 1 share in the global line bonus. And from that moment on, you will start earning or receiving a share from everyone else who joins after you, meaning they register after you and make a purchase after you have made yours right here in the global line bonus. And that's how we just keep expanding or extending the line. I think that's the word here. We keep extending the line, and every time someone new joins after you, they make a purchase, and according to your shares, you will receive your global line bonus. And in this example wallet that we are using here, I had only purchased for $100 and I got 1 share in the global line, right? Since then, after me, 1,329 people have joined. By the way, we can see right here, since we launched the global line, 1,587 people have joined already. And from the moment that I've joined, the 1,329 people have generated that much turnover. So remember, we talked about the 25 million to get the Ferrari. Right here, you can see it's absolutely possible. Well, maybe it will take probably more than 2 years than 1 year. However, it's definitely in reach. So it's nothing like, oh, this is so far away. If you're serious about this, it's absolutely doable. But then if you look at the income, from that 1 single share, now the higher your purchase amount, the more shares you get. So if you purchase, for example, the largest super bundle, you would get 300 shares to participate in the global line bonus, meaning you will get more from all the generated turnover that's coming after you than those who only have 1 share. But even with only 1 share, since the 6th of December that this thing was launched, you look at it, it generated $5.86. So percentage-wise, it's almost 6% in less than 2 months, right? So, and that's an additional bonus that you would get on top of what you're already earning as minor rewards here at Gym Street. All right, so that's about the global line bonus. And I think that's pretty much it, what I wanted to talk about here. We mentioned the leadership awards. We mentioned the global line bonus. We mentioned, the new recordings of our new partners. I've shown you the visual effects breakdown that you can look up Jordan Markov at the IMDb database, International Movie Database. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, the buy and burn effect, that's also like it's not a side effect. It's a something that we have integrated into the system, right? So if we go back here to the dashboard, you can also come to the buy and burn section anytime and view it live, like what's happening here live, and you can see all the statistics. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice these days, a little bit of a sore throat. Like all the children are sick at the moment at home, and I think now daddy is next. Anyways, so on the 6th of December, this was when we launched the global line, and that was when many sales happened, during a short period of time. And since the buy and burn mechanism is fed by the sales that we generate mainly, of course, the more sales we generate, it spikes up, right? Here at the beginning of the year, when we launched our New Year promotion campaign, we also had a spike up. And since then, we're seeing a steady, slow, steady increase. Sometimes it's going in waves as usual. But the great thing about this is, if you come here to, let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick, live, to the Gymnet token, because you can see here for yourself So this is just the daily view. But if we check out the monthly view, look, this is when we started the New Year promotion. And since then, we see a steady increase. Now we're going a little bit sideways since we had Chinese New Year, Korean New Year. As you know, the biggest part still of our community is located in Korea. And then followed by Japan, China. So that's still the largest part of our community. And therefore, since they had the Chinese New Year, Korean New Year, they've taken a few days off, but now they're going to start, making business and so on again. And that's when we expect to see the next wave up, so to speak. So that's also very interesting. And that right here, this is happening because of the buy and burn mechanism that we have integrated. Every time someone buys NFTs, which means land parcels or miners on our platform, and we take a percentage of that purchase amount and we buy the GymNet token from the liquidity pool, and then we burn it, right? So we reduce the supply and we also create or generate some buy pressure there. And as you can see right here, how it has its effects on the price. So over the long run, and this is something Alberto will be able to talk about in much more detail, how and why over the long run this has to result in the price going up. So at this point, I would love, Alberto, to hand it over to you. For one thing, we're now back into the numbers, right? And the other thing is I can sense my voice, it's kind of leaving me here. So I would love to sneak out. Thank you.
Can I request 1 more minute of your performance, because I am finishing up something and I need to just close it out, and I'll be able to start sharing. Yeah, 1 minute.
No issues. I will sure be able to keep on talking for 1 minute. Let me check here the chat. I don't see any questions as of now. Let's come over here. Yeah, we see these buys. Look, we're close to 4 cents. Now we are 3.9 cents, thanks to the most recent buy order that someone made worth 905 BUSD. Now people are buying GymNet, and I'm very curious to see if, the overall crypto market, is this a bull trap, or are we actually, did we bottom out, at 16K? Who knows? Could be. If it was the bottom, I may have waited a bit too long. I was still betting on the market to go further down, and that's why I kept some reserves on the side. But that's a different topic here, but also interesting to talk about sometimes. Anyways, apart from that, it's going to be very interesting to see how the GymNet price will perform in case we see, another, lag down in the overall markets, since, the Fed is pivoting and all these things. But right now we see a New Year's rally, could be a bear market rally, or could also be the beginning, of the next longer term bull market phase. As usual, Alberto, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far from what I know, bull markets overall usually last a lot longer than bear markets. They're often short and intense. Right? And then we have the steady increase over a decade, for example. And then we have 1 or 2 years of correction until we go for the next one. And this time, we had the COVID crisis, and then we saw the markets, go up to the liquidity pumping and all that stuff. But then, especially in the crypto space, apart from when we reach the top, we always see prices come down again, but then we have things happen like, FTX. It was the most recent big thing, but before that, the Luna crash and all that. So there's always news events that give that pour some gasoline into the fire that's already burning there anyways, if that's a metaphor that makes sense here. All right, let's see if I can.
I'm back.
Good. Was it already a minute? See, great. I'm glad I could keep the voice for just 1 more minute. So let me stop my screen here. If there's anything that you would like to share from your end, security settings are set such that you can share your screen as well.
Okay, well, no, I cannot
listen to your lovely voice.
I cannot share anything yet because because all the numbers are not finalized. So I don't want to show something that may not be eventually what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a couple of things that I could be speaking of here. First, what you were talking about, the buy and burn tools, mechanics that happen in the James Street metaverse that are responsible in big part of the performance of the token in the past few days and weeks. That's something that we have seen, and of course we have discussed lengthily how this is the case or why this happens. So I will not extend on this topic, but yeah, you can basically see that as more people come into the metaverse, and we can see this from the numbers that you shared, the impact on the price is being felt. I think this is coupled with, of course, a recovery in the market. It's not yet something that we can say it's the beginning of a bull market or even the ending of the bear market. You said something interesting there, that was that bull markets are longer than bear markets. Well, I'm not sure if that is the case, but what is true is that a bull market can be a bull market for longer than it feels like it's a bull market, because we've seen markets go very high for a few months, but that doesn't mean that before that the market was not doing anything, right? Before that, probably the market was trending up for a few months, maybe even a year, before it exploded in a most extravagant manner. So this is what happens. So it may not feel like those months when the price was going up 2-3%. It was a bull market. But then when you look back, then you can see, well, actually, this kind of chop market was actually the beginning of a bull market, and then the same happens with the bear market. When does it start? Does it start when the price begins to come down? Yes, but you can only see that at the end of that period, when the bull market again resumes. So yeah, I don't know if it's longer or shorter, but one thing is for sure, that you cannot see this after it's happened. So yeah, that's about the bull market and the price and the buy and burn mechanics. And then I wanted to share something about the CAS-FT. Well, CAS-FT is a system that the James Street Metaverse is announcing soon, and that will allow users of this metaverse to have a physical or virtual credit card that can be used as credit cards are used. And what's interesting about this one is that it is connected to your metaverse currency. In this case, the GMNet currency. So you can use this. You can get this card similar, like a Visa, MasterCard, the same, that offering the same capabilities that your current credit card probably offers, and at the same time is giving you the advantages of being something that can be being a card that also gives you the rewards from the James Street token, in this case the GMNet token. So how much are you going to be receiving in terms of rewards from this card? That will depend on the type of card that you get, but and the type of let's say agreement that you want to sign off. And there will be different plans, and depending on the plans that you choose, with different conditions and different requirements, your rewards will be different. So it's going to be a new, interesting way of bringing, well, first more utility to your token, and also more let's say usability, or more or let's say higher capabilities to your usual credit card, because you all have one of these credit cards, but at the moment none of these are giving you any rewards. for having them. This is a bit different because it does give you some rewards just for the sake of having the credit card. So yeah, it's interesting. And yes, as I said, currently looking into the numbers of how these different plans will reward you in different ways. And I have to say, it's going to be interesting. And the whole team hopes that you will find it as interesting as we do. So yeah, this is rolling out soonish, and doing a lot of work in this regard at the moment.
All right. Yeah, there's lots of exciting stuff coming up here. And of course, it's good to take your time, ensure that everything is, calculated well in advance to give people the best possible benefits. And as you said, I'm also very excited to see what people actually can earn here. Not only, it's kind of like a cashback incentives. We know this. You can get all these cards from your grocery store. So when you go there and you make your weekly grocery shopping, and then you can collect some points, and at the end of the month, then you can, get some toothpaste for free or something like that. In our case, we offer you a lot more. Not only can you earn rewards simply for using the card, but also you will participate in these NFT raffles where you can just, win very nice NFTs from different NFT series and so on, also from outside of Gym Street. So there are many things in place here. And then the special exclusive NFT island that's going to be launched in regards to that. And we can also mention here like a little tiny sneak preview when we talk about launching new islands, that there's also something else in place here that's going to come very soon. And we are very, very excited to reveal the surprise, because there's something pretty big in the making here in the background that we are also preparing right now. And the news about that are going to be released very soon, probably next week. One more thing that I would like to mention before we wrap it up for today, Alberto, is our simplified onboarding process that also goes like hand in hand together with the release of the Cash FT card, because in order to integrate the card into our dashboard, we had to come up with ways to collect people's email addresses and so on. So it makes a lot of sense to use that to simplify the overall onboarding process, meaning for when we activate that functionality for new members, it will not be necessary to connect or to set up a wallet at first so that you can connect to Gym Street and purchase products here, but you can simply register using email and password as you know it from any other website as well. You can make your purchases paying with your credit card or any other cryptocurrencies that you might already own using the integrated payment solutions, such as we have partnered with Mercurio, as you know, to provide those kinds of payment solutions. And only after you've already, you made your purchases, you joined the platform and all that, then you can just, take your time, set up your wallet, make sure you get everything right, and then connect your wallet to the platform and mint your, land and miner NFTs and start earning the miner rewards. But then you're already registered the regular way, which goes then hand in hand with the Cash FT dashboard of also. But all the details about these things are going to be shared with our community. Of course, then we are going to release these alongside, instructions, manuals, and so on, as you're used to from past updates when we release them as well. All right, guys. So that's it. Let me end the show here. Stop the screen sharing. Thank you so much, Alberto, for joining this call, letting our community know about the upcoming Cash FT card launch that we're all very excited about. We hope we were able to share some exciting news with you guys, give you some insights, and also, some reminders about things. So regularly check our YouTube channel, share also the YouTube channel, and invite people to our Telegram group so that they can also learn more about Gym Street. And if you want to invite, someone to join Gym Street as well, remember that you have an affiliate link that you can also use to earn some commissions along the way. So I would say that we're out for today. Let me come over here to the streaming right there. All right. Still no one pasted anything here. Okay, guys. Well,
Thank you.
Alberto, thank you. I wish you a great afternoon, great weekend ahead. Same for all the community members who joined us today.